Hello and welcome to the Growing in Business interview series. I'm your host, Fleming Johnson, and today I'm joined by Robbie Perkins, who is Market President at NAI Piedmont Triad. Robbie, thank you so much for joining us. Would you like to kick us off with a brief background as to who you are and what you do?
Well, Fleming, thank you so much for having me. Again, I'm Robbie Perkins. I'm the market president of NAI Piedmont Triad. NAI Piedmont Triad is a wholly owned subsidiary of the NAI Earl Furman Company out of Greenville, South Carolina. And we're an organization that has 7 offices across upstate South Carolina and the Piedmont area, Carolina core area of North Carolina. In fact, we're opening our 7th office this week in Winston-Salem. So we've got a lot going. We've got about 100 commercial real estate brokers. We manage 22 million square feet of commercial property. We're on our 5th fund where we raise money and invest on behalf of ourselves and our clients in commercial properties across the Carolinas. And so we do a lot of everything. In fact, I just returned from a shareholders meeting in Greenville yesterday, and we were very pleased with the way our year is going so far.
Outstanding. And our topic is typically looking at businesses that you've begun, you've started, or you own, or have a key role in. So a lot of the tone that you're going to hear is in that context. So our first question, what inspired you to start your own or enter this business? And what was the initial spark that led you to take the entrepreneurial leap?
Well, I've been in the commercial real estate brokerage business for 45 years, so I'm probably the senior tenured person in our industry in our company at this point in Greensboro. Most of my time has been spent in Guilford County in Greensboro. But I got started in the real estate business because I watched my grandfather, and he and some partners bought a gravel pit in Virginia. And I was thinking, why would you buy a gravel pit? Well, people need gravel to build roads and, put in foundations and all kinds of things. And they held it for a while and sold it for a profit. And I wish that he had held it for now, and I wouldn't have to be in the brokerage business because I'd be retired. Because folks that have quarries and gravel pits, that type of thing, have done really, really well over the years as our states have urbanized. So grandfather's inspiration got me into this.
Tell me, how do you deal with some of the common misconceptions about running a business?
Well, running a business is, you've got to be consistent. One of the things that at NAI Earl Furman and NAI Piedmont Triad we've tried to establish is a positive culture, and it seems like your culture is who you really are, and if you spend time thinking about how you want to be perceived in the market, how you treat your associates and the folks that work for you, then you end up getting a better result. So that's really the common theme throughout our organization is you work hard and you treat people right and you do the right thing every day, and good things will happen.
Are there any other misconceptions about running a business that you'd like to speak to?
Well, people think it's easy. So there's always another challenge. And what you have to how you have to run that business is based on really guiding principles so that you don't stray off in one direction one day and one on the other. There's a, you really can't be all things to all people. So you have to go ahead and focus on what your goals are, what your mission statement is in your company, and focus on service delivery specifically to that, as opposed to blowing with the wind.
Very good. So tell me now, how do you maintain a work-life balance as a business owner? Do you have any personal rituals or habits that keep you motivated and focused?
Well, one of the most important things I do is I start every day with a workout. So I'm up, alarm rings at 5:45 in the morning, and I'm at the gym by 6:30, and I work out for an hour, and then I come home, get dressed, and go to work. But the routine of the exercise puts me in the proper mental framework for going to work and having a productive day.
Okay, very good. In the constantly evolving business landscape, how do you stay adaptable and open to change? Are there any specific strategies that you use to remain innovative?
Well, you've got to absorb everything you can about the business that you're in. So you're constantly learning. You can't just say that I know it all and rely on strategies of the past to adapt to the future. Our business is going to change more in the next 5 years than it's changed in the last 20. So with the AI piece coming around, we think that things are going to rapidly advance. And if you adopt what's coming, you'll be successful. If you resist it, we don't think you will be successful. So there are tools that you have to put in your place in your business today that we never even knew existed 10 years ago.
So now could you kind of offer a glimpse into your future plans and goals for your business? What do you envision as the next chapter of your entrepreneurial journey?
Well, right now, the next chapter is going to Winston-Salem and making sure that office is successful. And what we found, we've got offices in our headquarters is in Greenville. We've got offices in Greenville, Anderson, further south toward Atlanta on I-85, Spartanburg, Columbia, Burlington, Greensboro, and now Winston-Salem. And what we found across our platform is that there's a lot of cross-pollination with business across the upstate of South Carolina and the central part of North Carolina. A lot of common companies that do business across this footprint, and our ability to send business from office to office across our footprint has been a key part of our success.
Now, what advice would you offer to aspiring entrepreneurs who are, say, just starting their journey or facing challenges in their business?
I think the biggest thing that a young person needs to have getting involved in any kind of business is a mentor. Uh, you think you know a lot, but what you find out is what you don't know. And if you can either associate with someone who's got experience or or have them as an advisor and really run things past them before you jump into something. I think that's really important. You need to rely on their experience, and there are a lot of us older folks around that will give advice. Now, sometimes advice is worth what you pay for it, but having a sounding board for a young entrepreneur is important.
Thank you so much for your time today, Robbie. It's been great meeting you and learning more about your entrepreneurial journey. And to everyone watching, I look forward to seeing you in our next episode.
Thank you, Fleming. Appreciate our time together.
Okay, I can stop the